So if China is not enough to tell you that global demand is slowing down, maybe this shipping container company might be enough for you to agree with that. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about Maersk, right? Maersk is a shipping container company. They basically warned 2 weeks back a steeper decline in global demand for shipping containers by sea is expected to happen this year. And because of the growth and customers reducing inventory, the companies out there, they see that they could see container volumes fall as much as 4%. Now, the company is one of the biggest out there. Their market share is around 17%. And they had previously forecast a decline of no more than 2.5%, but that has now gone up to 4%. So they're seeing the demand problems, right? Just like I talked about with China, China's definitely feeling the pain. The overseas companies, also companies, foreign investors that have companies or investments in China are seeing the pain as well, and they're pulling out. So you're starting to get the slowdown in demand, global demand, right? Maersk also says that their transportation, the goods that they transport for retailers and consumer companies like Walmart, Nike, Unilever, and so on, also has been telling them that the global economic and corporate health is starting to slow down. They were expecting that the inventories were going to come down lower and sooner, but it did not happen and they did not see that. And they also said that we see no signs of drawdown inventories around the middle of this year. However, it may happen at the beginning of next year. So we're talking about 2024. And very interesting because the bond market is pricing in the first half of next year, we might start to see rate cuts. So does that mean, does Maersk and China and the bond market and exports and foreign demand and whatnot, are they all starting to align and agree with each other that, hey, maybe 2024, start of 2024, we might start to see things really, really get worse off? Now, on top of that, it says here that their containers that they have coming in and that they've ordered long back during COVID, they're expected to see more of these containers, more of these vessels show up, which may be bad because if there's not much demand for goods and you've got this excess supply or these containers, it may pose a worse off profit and revenue scenario for the company Maersk, which would be increasing their cost. Now, just like Maersk has been saying, China and so on, you're seeing that still the demand from consumers has slowed down, but not drastically yet. Although the companies are pulling out, the companies are seeing that there's pain and there's issues in certain areas of the market, certain areas of the globe, like China and so on. However, Maersk mentions that the US may take longer to see its full pain and this full issue that is happening globally in terms of demand. So in the US, it's the demand is still up there, right? People are still going out and buying. And this makes the situation in terms of inflation prices worse off because you have a demand that is still high up there, and you've got companies who, yes, there's already a supply chain issue, but is also contributing more pain, more fire to more issues to the supply chain by pulling out, by taking their investment out, by slowing down, by saying, hey, we don't need this many goods or services and so on. So, I mean, even if you just check it out, go to your grocery stores, comment below if you see the same thing that I'm seeing. I'll go to Walmart, I'll go to certain grocery stores, I'll go check out even pre-construction homes and go to the offices. And I'll just see that there is one less interest from employees wanting to sell or provide a service, or there is shortages of employees because the companies are really starting to slow down. And most importantly, the inventory part, where you go to one grocery store, one place, one shop, or and see that you're trying to get an item and it's not there on the shelves, and then you got to go to another grocery store or another shop and so on, right? So they're not bringing in so much, they're slowing down on how much they're investing, and that is also contributing to the supply problem. So now you've got already shortages from the COVID era. You've got more problems in supply shortages because the investment is slowing down. And because of those goods that are less goods are coming in, on top of that, you have demand that is still up there because, hey, people need food, people need this, people need that, people need a home to live, people need a car, right, for whatever reason. That is creating the inflation to still be sticky and high up there, right? So this altogether is posing a very, very ugly scenario that maybe the start of next year we'll start to see things get worse off, which means that the companies may start to, you might start to see layoffs. And if those layoffs happen, then maybe you might see those prices come down. But in terms of the inventory, like I talked about in my last video, well, we'll see if that solution, or if there is some sort of solution or something good comes out of bringing prices down with what the central banks are doing, or not, or it doesn't fix it at all. So that will be very, very interesting to watch and see. But again, like Maersk is saying, they expect the slowdown to really show up in early of next year. We'll see if they're right. They're very important to watch out. It'll be interesting to see in their next earnings report what they say. It'll be very interesting also as we approach September, right? September, October, November, December, in those months, how things are shaping out, especially in terms of the employment, the jobs, the growth, how China's playing out, how the inventory issue is playing out, and does that seep into the other economies, the Western economies, and especially the U.S., when Maersk said that, hey, U.S., it may take a little bit longer for it to show its demand crunch or the demand issues there. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below, subscribe, hit the like button, bell icon to be notified on the next video, and I'll see you guys around. Cheers, bye.